going on, everybody? My name is Ryan Scarfone from College Court Report. I am the Notre Dame beat writer for the website, bringing you another recap of Notre Dame's 60-53 loss to the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. This game took place January 10th, 2018, of course. Notre Dame is now 13-4 in the season and suffering their first loss in conference play, whereas Georgia Tech is now 9-7 and 2-1 in conference play. This was a game that, Notre Dame did not have Bonzie Colson, and they did not have Matt Farrell. Mike Bray indicated that they want to save Matt Farrell, not save him, but they didn't want Matt Farrell to play and reevaluate his injury so that he could potentially play for this Saturday's game against North Carolina. But these two programs have already played this season, and Notre Dame won that game. And the thing about that game was it was a really close game with Bonzie Colson and Matt Farrell already in the lineup. And now with the two top scorers from Notre Dame out, it begged the question: was this game going to be a lot closer? Would Georgia Tech even win against Notre Dame? And they in fact did. Like I said, 60-53 was the final score. To start off the game, it was pretty neck and neck. Both were within 1 or 2 points, exchanging scores. Then around the 9-minute mark, or just under 9 minutes left to go, Georgia Tech went on a 13-2 run to close out the half. They went into the locker room up 30-20. Same situation as Notre Dame in the last game. Notre Dame was down, I believe, 8 in the first half in the previous game. So nothing too scary. They've always been a second half team. They've always been very resilient. And they did in fact come back. They were in fact even leading with 11 minutes left to go in the game, up 38-37. Of course, then Georgia Tech eventually bounced back, went on a 7-0 run themselves, around 8 minutes left to go in the game. Towards the end of the game, with 3 minutes left, there was about there was a 3-point difference between Notre Dame and Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech was up 56-53, but Notre Dame's poor shooting performance towards the end of the game resulted in the loss. They could not. Every time Georgia Tech would score, they didn't really have an answer for them. Georgia Tech eventually went up 58-53, only to win 60-53. Like I said, not the best shooting performance towards the end of the game for Notre Dame. And I found throughout a lot of this game, there was a lot of dry spells throughout the game, a lot of periods where there was no scoring. So that is that. If we look at the box score, Gebben led the way with 16 points, 9 rebounds. This is what you want to see from now that Bonzie Colson is out, your leading forward in the front court. When he was playing in Lithuania in the summer, I mentioned that he was putting up about those same numbers, 16 and about 8 rebounds. And I said if Notre Dame can get Gebben to play like that this season, Notre Dame should be in good shape. So he's been playing outstanding. He had 2 steals, 2 blocks. TJ Gibbs had 11 points and 7 assists, 3 rebounds. Rex Pfluger had 0 points but 6 assists, 3 rebounds. DJ Harvey had 6 points, 3 rebounds. Elijah Burns getting the start. He had 2 points, 3 rebounds. And then the bench was pretty good this game. The bench contributed 18 points, with John Mooney leading the bench with 11 points, 8 rebounds. It's a career high for him in points. So it kind of begs the question: does that warrant him getting a start? Does he deserve a start? And I certainly believe that he does. John Mooney, his minutes have gone up and his production on offense has gone up. Before he was kind of known just as, a big body that came in to rebound, and he's certainly done more than that since Bonzi Colson has been out. So I think, either him or Elijah Burns should get the start. Torres, he's a big body, but I think you're always going to get, 2 points and a couple rebounds out of him. Yeah, he's tall, but he's just hasn't been, the player to really dominate or to produce a lot. Over on the Georgia Tech side, they were led by Okogie with 17 points. Ben Lammers had a good game with 10 points, 10 rebounds. And off the bench, Tadrick Jackson had 11 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists. All respect goes to Georgia Tech. They played a really great game against a depleted Notre Dame team. But Georgia Tech's always been good at home. Under team stats, Georgia Tech shot better from the field goal percentage at 42% to Notre Dame's 35%. 3-point percentage, Notre Dame did not really have a good game at from the 3-point line, of course. 41% Georgia Tech shot. Notre Dame shot 22% from the 3-point line. Turnovers, Georgia Tech had 13 to Notre Dame's 10. And Georgia Tech out-rebounded Notre Dame 39-33. So where do they go from here? Well, Notre Dame has a big game on Saturday. They are hosting the number 20 North Carolina Tar Heels, highlighted by Joel Berry. That's going to be a big game for the Irish. Hopefully, Matt Farrell can come back for them and give them another weapon to use against a talented North Carolina team coming off a national championship win. Georgia Tech, on the other hand, they're going up against Pittsburgh. I believe that game is, I'm not sure when that game is, but I know that they're going up against Pittsburgh. Notre Dame, on the other hand, their game will tip off at 6 p.m. on Saturday against the North Carolina Tar Heels. But other than that, that will do it for me. Everyone, thank you so much for listening to this edition of the Notre Dame basketball recap / preview videos that I've been doing. I'm going to be doing more of them. My preview for the North Carolina game will be coming out tomorrow. I'll be recording that tomorrow, as well as it'll be coming out tomorrow. As well as we have a new CCR podcast coming out on Friday, January 12th. Me and Tyler Bennett kind of tackle last week's games, this week's games, and some of the teams like Clemson that have been really surprising us this year. So we're going to be talking about that. That comes out Friday. Go to collegecourtreport.com so you can look at all of our basketball-related content for various teams, not just Notre Dame, all around the country. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. We'll be bringing you a lot more content in the next days or so, because a lot of good games are going to be played. As well as you can follow us on our social media accounts, like us on Facebook, College Court Report, and our CCR account, our main account that tweets out all, when our digital content comes out and news. That is CC_report, as well as you can follow my main account, my personal account, at Ryan Scarfone 17, or you can follow my Notre Dame account, which I post all my Notre Dame related content. That is at ND Court Report. Like I said, thank you so much for listening, and until next time, cheers.